Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Zenless Zone Zero video, and today I'm going to tell you exactly what to spend your daily energy on in ZZZ so your account does not fall behind. Now, this is a guide mostly tailored towards free-to-play players, low spenders, people who aren't using polychrome or money to refresh their energy on the daily. If you do that, you can afford to be a little more experimental with how you spend your energy. If you're only using what the game gives you every day, your account can end up in a really awkward place when you're approaching account level 30, where you kind of just have a bunch of stuff you've invested in but no direction. I'm trying to help you avoid that with this guide. So let's jump into it. First thing I want to go over is how much energy you basically have to spend every day. You see up here that your cap on energy is 240 and it refreshes very slowly throughout the day. What I'm going to assume is that you have a 240 plus 60 from the coffee to spend every day, right? That's everybody. You don't have to be a sweaty player to spend 300 energy a day, just somebody who's kind of playing every day, making sure they go to the coffee shop, buy their coffee. That's what my calculations are based on, about a 300 energy expenditure a day. In your first 30 account levels, the most important thing to be spending that energy on is your agents, and more specifically, your main damage dealing agent. I have gotten to the point in the game where I need to get to account level 30 just to unlock the next bit in the story, and I have one main DPS, and it is Soldier 11. I have spent all of my energy every day. This is what, day 4 or 5? Day 4 of the game, I think. Day 4 of the game, on just leveling her up. Not just levels, we're talking skills as well, right? I've got her skills all leveled up. She's my main damage dealer. She's the one I want killing enemies. I want to be investing into her. You also need to be unlocking these core skill enhancements, A, B, C, D, E. Like, you need to be doing these. You need to keep this up. You get enough energy to do one character, like one main DPS character, fully leveled, plus a little bit of extra. I've thrown a little bit of extra into my girl here, Lucy. Luciana, I don't know why I say her whole name, into Lucy, and I've kept her leveled and I've kept Ben leveled. I've gotten ascension materials for these 3 characters so I can get them to the level cap because they're the ones that have been running missions with me. But when it comes to like investing into skills, you can see I've invested nothing into Ben's skills. He's somebody who I plan on dropping at some point from my group. I've invested a little bit into Lucy's skills, but I've invested very heavily into Soldier 11 skills, and I have not farmed anything for anyone else. If you want to know exactly what I'm talking about right here, if you want to know exactly what I mean, you spend your energy in the first 30 levels of your account right here at the HIA Club. You want to teleport here. This is where you're dropping your energy, and it needs to, again, be focused on your main damage dealer or main damage dealers. If you're lucky enough to have 2 that are really good, feel free to be throwing materials and energy into both of them on the daily, and then let your other characters, exist for the group buff that they're giving, for the support that they're giving, something like this. There is more than enough to farm right here, especially these agent skill tabs, the ascension materials, the leveling materials. This is where you're spending your energy in your first 30 levels. A common trap that I could see people falling into way too easily is if we were to go back to the random play store right here. Let's go to the video archive room for a minute. I'm going to show you the point in the game when you unlock, I want to call it gear farming. That's not exactly it. I'll get you the real name here in a second. But when you finish Trace to the Source, when you finish this level, your goal in the game is hit account level 30. I finished that at account level, I'll show you, 27. So my goal right now, get account level 30. What that unlocked for me, if I go to my agents again, is it unlocked equipment farming in this game, which is these disk drives. Now, these will give very nice like set bonuses, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and equip, my Soldier 11 out with a set bonus right here, but you don't need these at this point in the game. Some people have complained the game is too easy. It's definitely easy enough that you don't need to be like min-maxing your disk drives. In fact, you cannot even obtain gold level disk drives, and I wrote this down. You can't even obtain gold level disk drives in this game until you're account level 45 plus. So spending energy on farming these, especially spending energy on farming outside of just completing sets, is wasting energy, because anything that you farm now, you're going to be replacing. Whereas anything you farm for skill upgrades or leveling your characters, you have to keep that forever. You don't have to rebuy A and B right here. When you hit account level, I think it's 30 or 35, you don't, 35, you get C done. Farm that out and get it done. That's more important. Keep your skills on your main DPS characters upgraded. Don't be farming at disk drives yet. Now, if you want to complete some disk drives right now, you do get materials in by completing missions and stuff, where you can go to the record shop over here and cash them in for some gear sets right here at the Bardic Needle. So if you come in here, this is a way you could maybe supplement your disk drives right now a little bit. You could come in here, pick which set you want, but to be honest, you don't know what your account's going to look like at the end game. So don't even do a ton of this right now, right? Like, save these materials. Do you really need a full ice damage set with like good substats and stuff on it yet? No, you don't. You can just get a nice little generic set. In fact, it makes you build some crit rate pieces. And I think I got a full set just from hitting this first tune times 10. And I could throw that on one of my DPS characters, and that'll be plenty good to get me to the end game where I do want to start farming, because in-game farming in this game is probably a lot like it is in Honkai Star Rail, where the in-game farm is like this real min-max game of farming out your gear. In Zenless Zone Zero, this is the gear, and so this is where your farming is going to go at that point. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is we get batteries in the game. Like, every once in a while, you'll get one of these ether batteries in this game. Should you use them now to try and like hit breakpoints in your account level to, you know, keep pushing the game forward? You can, but the most efficient way to use these is to wait until your account level 45 plus, and you're doing that late game gear farming. That's where you're going to get the most value out of these. Now, again, if you're spending money, if these are things that you're buying, maybe we get some like special packs that come out for special events that have a bunch of these, and you just want to like, you just want to keep pushing. Hey, follow your heart. I'm trying to just tell you here what I believe to be the most efficient use of your energy every day, and now your efficient use of these ether batteries. Save them till the end game farm, and then let them fly. Once you're actually farming that gear, you're going to need a lot of runs in gear farming to get the gear that you want, and you're going to feel a lot better about that if you have ether batteries. There, that's my take on that. So that's it. Let me see if I missed anything that I wrote down here. I don't think so. I would once again just really remind you that I feel like in this game, at account level 30 plus, your resources are going to feel super, super tight. I think that's the point where you're going to feel the pinch. I'm starting to feel it a little bit right now. I have one DPS character leveled with their skills leveled. I'm ready for a second DPS character, whether I go ahead and pull Ellen here in a minute, which I might just do and start investing into her, and then kind of have two characters leveling up so I can mix and match my elements a little bit. I think that's fine, but don't start branching and leveling a ton of different characters, leveling their skills, things like that. You're going to just be strapped for energy every day, and you're going to feel the pressure to, you know, spend your polychromes on energy instead of pulls. In my opinion, spending your polychromes on pulls is a lot more fun than spending it on energy refreshes. So that's my take. If this video was helpful, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.